How's it going, everyone? This is Kevin. Today I want to bring along with me to share my favorite spots that I got to capture while in Toronto. So let's jump right into it. On my recent trip to Toronto, I was able to find some great spots to take some awesome photos. My main goal was to explore different types of spots to capture the scenery and the vibes of the Toronto area, since sadly we had very limited time in Toronto and I wanted to make sure to take the most advantage I could for where we were staying at in downtown. First spot is the Billy Bishop Airport area. You get to see a lot of airplanes fly out of the nearby airport, while you also get some great views of the CN Tower. You also get to see some people just having a good time out and about, since there's a mini little beach area where people can just come out and enjoy themselves. But my main focus was just to capture the CN Tower from a bit farther away perspective. That way you can get some great shots of the airplanes as well leaving the airport to get some different types of shots from one location. Second spot we went to wasn't that far away from the first spot, because really we just went down the street to Quinquay Street by the waterfront. We simply were making our way down to the street, following the waterfront while taking photos. This is a great spot to capture trams I cross often, as well as great to capture street photography, since a lot of people tend to make their way through there. And you also get to see a little bit of the CN Tower from a different perspective, so it's kind of cool to me to take photos there. It's quite a cool spot, honestly, to hit up during sunset time, so make sure you get there so you can get those great golden hour photos. We then made our way to the next spot that we wanted to take some photos at. Welcome to the third spot, the Gooderham Building. This building is often compared to the Flatiron Building in New York City, but between you and me, it actually reminds me more of the Delmonico's Building in New York City. But oh well. It's still a really cool spot to take some photos of the buildings with some cars or people just passing by to add a little bit of motion with a slower shutter type of photos. I think it's a really cool place to go to if you want to have a little bit of cool architecture and just, see something that you could have seen maybe in New York, but maybe you can't go to New York. The fourth spot we went to was located at the Toronto Skywalk.
We made it. We're gonna get some sick shots of the sea and tower. Maybe some light trails, but trains and everything. There's also a sky bridge kind of section, so it'll be worth it. New boots goofing. Got them in 12-month payments of $29.99. Ho, ho, ho. Yeah.
This is a cool little bridge where you can travel across to get to the CN Tower and the Ripley's Aquarium. My main goal was to try to shoot through the windows that weren't as clean as I would hope them to be, but to get a little bit of a shot of the CN Tower and try to do a little bit of a long exposure shot. First I tried doing them handheld, but then decided to go ahead and take out my trusty dandy tripod because I needed to have the shutter stay open a little bit more to get more light in, to try to do some long exposures and try to get some shots that way. This is a cool location, to be honest. You get to see a lot of the trains going back and forth as well. If you can get them at a good time hour with the sunset time, you'll get the nice lighting behind the CN Tower. We didn't get to do that, but I still thought it was a cool location to go ahead and take some photos. There was one final spot I wanted to go, mainly to just go for the symmetry. This was the sky bridge that connected the Skywalk and the Delta Hotel in Toronto. This little hallway bridge was pretty great with the symmetry and the windows that you could get some cool photos when the light hits right.
Get some views out here, but it'd be better with a subject. But otherwise, this is a pretty cool location that you can take some shots, because whenever the sun is on that side, you get some nice shots, with the shadows in play, with the light and everything. I took some with Nakuji earlier, so that's why I wanted to come back to this section. So here's some shot that we took here.
Those were some of my favorite spots I got to visit while exploring Toronto to create some fun photos. I'm sure there's plenty of other places to explore, but with our limited time, I tried to do the most I could to get some shots that I wanted to take. If you know of any cool spots that you could recommend to other people and myself that I should explore next time I'm in Toronto, please leave them down below so I can look into them for next time. Because honestly, I want to explore more of Toronto. I haven't gotten to do as much as I would like to, and I know I'm going to be wanting to go there very soon again. And for me, I like to find new spots that can make sense to just take some cool photos and see different perspectives of the city that I can capture of the architecture, but as well as maybe portraits. One of the main things that I love just about the Toronto area is just how big but small it really is, that you can explore quite a bit of it without feeling super exhausted like how I can feel in bigger cities. And also while we were there, we did the C&E, which is pretty cool because there was a lot of rides and everything, so that took a lot of our time since we were just kind of out and about there, seeing some family and everything. So had some limited time in Toronto, and I do want to go explore it more further next time, but for this time I thought we got some cool spots, so would love to know which one was your favorite out of the ones that we got to visit today. But with all that said and done, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure to like and subscribe, share this video with a friend. I'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya.